seeing glasses. I have some in my toolbox out in the car. Let me grab it. This thing should be live any second. Hey guys, how's it going? Just doing a little check here. Make sure we're broadcasting okay. If anyone's watching and can hear me, let me know if the audio or video sounds alright. It's taking a while.
Anyone's watching.
Oh, there we go. It did pop up. Alright. Very good. Very good. Alright, guys. We'll be live in about 2 minutes. In the meantime, grab some popcorn, a drink. This is a rare Saturday show.
Very rare.
Actually, it's just a rare show. We don't have shows all that often anymore. So, you guys hang on. We'll be right there. Love to hear from you in chat. Let us know what you've been up to or where you're at.
Flapping Lips is already on, so it's going to be cold tonight.
Nice.
But his heater's working.
Nice.
Heat's good. Heat's good. That's good.
Let me see. You see this thing?
Right there.
Yeah, beautiful. So, we got Pirate visiting us tonight.
There's no sound coming out here near that, right?
No, I turned it off.
Oh.
Or else we'd have a lot of feedback going on.
Yeah, I've been here in a while. It was the boy who cried show and never showed up.
It happens.
Yeah. But, we're here now.
So what do you think of... I think the big topic right now, everybody's talking about it. The Traxxas Jado Jet Assisted Takeoff.
I don't know what that means.
JATO stands for Jet Assisted Takeoff. Okay? So this JATO has been a fucking... no swearing on the show, sorry. Has been a nitro car for like 10 years or however long it's been out.
So this is the old nitro car where the
This is
motor...
a nitro body.
Is this where you did the... burp?
I think that was just air.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense. And how long ago was this?
They still sell it.
They still sell it.
Yep. It's 70 mile an hour. It's the... Traxxas sells 4 or 5 nitros. They sell the JATO, which is their fast truggy. It's like a speed truggy. It's like more for on-road, I would say, than off-road. It hits like 70 miles an hour. Then they got the Revo and T-Max, which are big monsters. They got the Slash and Slayer, which are short course.
Uh-huh.
They all have the 3.3 motor now. That's what's in that one. Or what it would go to, or that body. I don't have the rest of the truck, unfortunately.
Oh. Why do you have a body? Just because you have one?
It's a sad story.
Oh.
I'll tell you. Well, maybe we'll talk about it later. Yeah, it's a little disappointing, unfortunately, but we'll talk about that later. But what do you think about the uproar that Traxxas goes and does a release for this thing 2 days ago? Over 7,000 views on YouTube alone. And it was filmed where?
Local?
Local filmed. Where you've worked out there busting dirt with a shovel.
We started old school, found that thing years ago. Somebody gave us the hint and went over there.
Dang.
I like that old track, little snake turn going
I'm
in there.
smiling just thinking about it.
I mean, that's when I had my modified Losi DB that I made out of my SCT version 1 Losi.
Yeah.
My buddy bought one. I bought some parts. Then you had your first Basher, which was the Gen 1. Or the red fucking...
Yeah, one of the Creightons.
Yeah.
The Forest Creighton. Oh my god, I'm sorry guys, sorry about that. I'm not sick. I just been. It's the allergies.
Hitting his inhaler.
Yeah. All right, I'm back.
Sure.
Maybe for a minute. Man. Oh, I forgot to get my glasses. How? These old flapping lips. Yeah, he knows about the allergies. He's got he put a link out, but I'm not sure what that is. Got the bike done in the link. No video yet. Okay. Let's see if I can check that out. Oh, Flappin did a build. He did a build on a car. Don't you say what it is yet, because I don't know if Flappin wants to talk about it yet, because the video's not out. But I think people know, because he did a live. I believe he built it live stream. Look at that.
Oh shit, that shit's tight.
But can it be, Flappin? Is it okay to talk about it, or are you still releasing a video that nobody, So, because I'm looking at it on that link you. Oh, well, shit. He sent the link in the chat, so anybody could go to it.
That's funny.
Yeah, that is cool.
That's crazy. You got the little picture in there, dude. That's good work.
Yes, very cool. Yeah, he did a live build of it. I thought so. I had seen.
Nice work, bud.
Yeah, that's cool. Maybe I'll get a chance and go back and check it. I'd like to, but I didn't see. I didn't notice till after it happened. That looks like it was pretty. I mean, that's a bit of work.
A little bit of work.
That's funny. That is great. I'll just say that it is a. Man, it's perfect. It's perfect for this season. It's the election season.
It's time of year.
Yeah, so it's a a Trump moto.
Hope they can wheel it down street with pride soon.
Oh,
in the next week.
Yeah, you might be able to. The election's just a few days away.
Mm-hmm.
This election comes up fast. That has been going on forever. I'll be glad when it's over, because I'm sick of the political ads. Every time I turn on the TV, it's one ad after the next.
Yeah.
I don't watch much TV, but that is annoying listening to a lot of political ads.
I endorse this message.
All right, well, thanks for coming in, Pirate.
Yeah.
Cheers.
It's been a while.
Cheers to you guys. These old flapping lips. We got Bade Life from Mexico. Yep. I remember Bade Life. He's been in the show before. He does Formula One RC, if I remember.
Wow.
Is what he was saying. Yeah. Very cool. Thanks for coming out. Hey, we got the Nitro Addiction in the house. Thank you, Nitro Addiction. I went back to the shop to check on HPI parts that we talked about, and I've only been back in that shop. That's the Long Beach store. We've only been back there once in the last 2 weeks, so we'll have to see. There's a big box of HPI parts, and if my boss will sell them the whole thing as a lot, then he might be interested in it.
Ooh.
But great to have you in. Go check out his channel. He does a live stream, like, I think Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Oh, yeah?
Nitro.
Okay.
/Raptor93, what's up, dude? It might be your first time here. If so, thank you. I appreciate it. So, where was we at? What have you been up to, Pirate? You haven't been on the show in a while.
No. Just working, doing my outdoor and indoor racing down in San Diego.
Yeah, it seems like with your new setup, because you're in San Diego more than you're up here, and you also have access to 2 tracks within not too far away from you.
Oh, dude, one's right down the street. Well, actually, both right down the street.
Yeah. So.
I mean, SDRC's been there forever.
Yeah, that's
and then
nice.
We have our new one in Poway that we got down about a month ago.
Red Screen Tiger, hey, what's up, buddy? Long time no see. Good to have you back.
So yeah, just been doing that.
That's cool.
And then working.
Yeah. This car you built, this is one. You want to?
We'll wait a little bit.
We'll wait for a little bit to grin that out. Okay, no problem. I've been slacking. I've been working, doing other stuff, so I've not been doing any RCs. And one thing I was supposed to be doing is helping my buddy with his. I don't remember if you guys seen this. If we put this on the show before. But this is one of my friends.
Oh, he's got a little skeleton head dude on there. That's pretty funny.
So he's got skeleton head on there. Custom helmet. Evel Knievel on the back. But
got Coors Racing.
Yeah, he has. These graphics look so good because when you're out driving in the sun, it reflects so nicely. It looks so damn good.
Got blue rims.
Yeah. These rims are badass. They are actually, look at, those are real spokes.
Oh yeah, check that out.
Like you could have a tiny little spoke wrench that you have to go through and adjust each one a little bit to, to actually get it true or to tighten them up.
Huh.
So.
He's got a lot of little aluminum stuff on there, huh?
Yeah, he wants to take off all the aluminum basically. We'll leave the swing arm. There's nothing wrong with that aluminum swing arm, but like this right here
it's carbon fiber
is aluminum. Well, it should just be plastic. And then this carbon fiber, there's another one behind here that this will replace.
Oh.
This is aluminum, bulkhead up here. So much aluminum on this thing. It keeps bending and breaking stuff. I don't know if it's because of all the aluminum or not. But it
doesn't like the way it handles.
Yeah, it does. It says it doesn't handle the same. The diff went out, stripped, but it was plastic. Oh, I hear that, bud. So Red Screen Tiger, his Arrma diff. So I'm guessing it was a 3S. I forget what you got, but probably it was a 3S or the brushed version, and then you could upgrade it to the metal diffs.
Yeah.
Because the 6S's come with metal diffs, so I'm guessing he probably got a 3S or a brushed version, and then he upgrades that. That's good. Yeah, Arrma's been known to strip a diff. I've done it. Remember how many times I've done it? A bunch. Man, remember that first time we took the 6S Creighton over to El Nido?
I do. That was the old track.
So we'd been driving over there a little while already. I had a 4S Creighton, and you had the Losi, short course or buggy. And that was a fun track. It was so it wasn't the right way.
It was dug out, so you like went into the track. You're inside the track. It was like
track
an old
was only wide
track
enough.
You made like for stompers.
Yeah, it was like it was such a small, tight little track. It was like this little snake's trails, or like a snake slithering around.
Yeah.
And there was berms on both sides. It was like the Grand Canyon. It had been worn in over millions of years or something.
Yeah. And they had the carpet jump.
Had carpet jump. And then I brought the 6S Creighton out there.
That's when we were jumping over the old fence.
Were you jumping the old fence?
Remember the fence that used to go around the front right there? I don't remember we launch over that thing.
Well, I did a thing. This is when we still had the oval track behind us.
Yeah.
I think you drove the damn thing, gave it throttle off the
Oh yeah.
the carpet jump.
Oh yeah, like halfway up that thing.
And sent it because that automatic 6S power, weren't used to it. I think it shot my Creighton over into the Roundy Round track.
Oh yeah, we went way over there.
There was a cool. There's a great video. Man, our older videos were much better. We were talking about it earlier. Remember that video where I backflipped from? Is you, me, and Chris, and it was done with the sun. The sun was setting, and I hit the backflip from the carpet jump all the way over through the next turn and landed up past the berm, like where the horseshoe pits were.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That was cool.
That was, to me, that was like a huge backflip. Now, I would do stuff like that in my sleep.
Well, now you're doing them off the fucking sand hill.
Yeah, I know. But that was fun. That was a lot of fun, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Hell, we got Khabib. Dan from Australia, 29-0. What's up, bud? Good to have you. So these old flapping XVO1 the other night. Just did it. Still need to tweak some body posts. So he's building a Tamiya, whatever. Trinidad. Hey, what's up, Trinidad? Oh, thank you, Trinidad. Don't forget to change your clocks, and let's change the calendar, girl.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. All right, Trinidad. Thank you for the reminder. We definitely need to do
I
that.
don't think I've ever seen. I don't think I've been here this month. I don't know. I haven't even seen October. Oh yeah.
She looks. Her
Average.
face.
It
Her
looks
face looks like she's kind of pissed off.
average. Right.
I mean,
Why is Cammy Crawford getting good?
look at how she doesn't seem
Doesn't seem happy at all.
like she's doing the pout thing, but she doesn't seem like it's not a happy pout at all. She doesn't seem to be too happy. So, Haley Clausen, outgoing October 2024. And guys, November is my birthday month. So this is a big one. Hey, Charles Gordon's in. You know
hey,
Charles.
Chuck's in. Oh, good.
So, let me see. The Traxxas Slash is the Nova body on it, but it's 2. Had to get a metal spur. The slipper was being a pain with the plastic. Oh yeah. Well, the way how I deal with the Traxxas slippers is I just tighten them all the way up. I don't. If I back them up at all, it's just like a little tiny bit, and then I don't. They don't back out at least. Some people have trouble with them backing out.
I think Chuck Gordon's watching us in 65 inches of a sweet TV. They kicked him down.
Oh, sweet.
So he might be watching like at a movie theater.
Well,
You
maybe
probably
it's
see
time
her
to-
real good on there, Chuck.
so we're gonna say goodbye to our lovely Haley Clausen.
He just flipping
September.
around.
Oh, November's right. I was thinking it was on the other side.
Yeah.
It's right here behind it. All right, guys.
And
Now we've hardly done any of the shows this month, so Haley Clausen never got any.
she didn't get a lot of respect.
So should we just leave her up for another week?
No.
We'll ask you guys. Does she stay up for another week, or do we go with Miss November?
Taking a gamble. You're taking a gamble.
We got Haley Clausen, lovely Haley, see ya, and now we've got
Cammy Crawford.
Cammy.
And
Cammy Crawford. There you go. I have a feeling that Flappin' Lips likes Cammy Crawford.
Oh,
Yep.
does he?
Yeah, I think Tim's got himself something for these beautiful and curvy women right here.
Oh.
All right. See you later, Haley. Hello, Cammy.
Okay.
Unless you guys want to vote and overturn it, then we can always flip it back. All right. Charles says she's hot. All right. What do we got going on? What's new in the RC? Man. So this, the Jado, Traxxas released a new car called the Jado or Jado. I don't even know how to say
Basher,
it.
is it called Basher Buggy?
It's like a yes.
I mean, it looks okay.
Looks okay.
I mean, it's got like a body on it, right? A buggy body.
Yeah.
On it.
It looks to me like it's a Traxxas slash LCG chassis,
Yeah,
or
that's what it looks
Rustler LCG chassis.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
So I wonder if this is a car that you could actually just build without buying it.
So guys were buying or building them, right? What they call them, I was watching a video and they're showing me the differences. A guy had built one out of the 4-wheel drive slash, and they got the towers, the arms, and everything like that. You know, the metal CBs and all that shit, right? And then now he's putting it up next to that one. So, I mean,
that's one thing I was wondering was, well, where did they come up with the? Surely you weren't. The shock towers front and rear look to me to be new parts. I haven't actually held one or looked at it.
It looked like it was built for that because you had the wing and the mount and everything like that. So
I think the wing kind of looks like a copy of their sledge wing, not their sledge. Yeah, sledge wing maybe.
You know more than me, bud.
But yeah.
I watched it yesterday just because I seen it and they're doing comparisons. I saw it out in the track. You showed me that video earlier.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah. Like,
how does anybody know how much the Jado electric buggy is going to cost? If so, would someone tell us in chat? That'd be cool.
I heard it's ready to run, right?
It's ready. It's got to be. I'm sure it is. I've only looked at that video just that you've seen.
It's a brushless. I seen the box. Brushless.
Oh yeah,
it's got oil-filled shocks now.
No, I know more about it now, and I hope that there's no one from Traxxas watching because I'm about to tell them what I think.
Yeah, you got the heavy-duty plastic outdrives.
Here's what I don't like. For one, is their electronics. We got Oh, sorry guys, I missed chat. It went away for a little bit. JWRC. What's up, buddy? He was club racing today. Oh, that's this guy's in Las Vegas.
Oh.
I'll be in Vegas in about 3 weeks. And let's see about maybe meeting up and doing. I'll be on a road trip, so I'll probably bring the Techno Truggy with me. Maybe we'll go hit an outdoor track over there. Backslash. Yep, /Raptor 93 is correct. It's called the backslash. Is what they were building, like a buggy slash thing. I don't know.
The guy in Vegas?
No.
No, but
someone here was saying, oh yeah, Vegas. This is an RC Tracks. You were there the last night that track was open, weren't you? Yeah, you've closed down a lot of bars and a lot of clubs and a lot of racetracks, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So nitro addiction. This is funny. We'll get back to Jado here in a second. But
you think it's for sale right now? I could probably Amazon it.
No, I think it comes out the end of November. Well, the problem that I have with it is the 2S power system. Because when you bought a Traxxas car up until a few months ago or earlier this year, you either got the brushed version, 12-turn brushed motor, nickel metal, or you got a 3S Valenian on all their 10th scale. They had versions of brushed and the 3S. Now they're starting to maybe phase out the brushed for a 2S brushless, and it sucks. It absolutely sucks.
Well,
I would rather have their brushed version because the motors go out a lot, but they're only $28.
So this one they have on there, 110 Jado. It's an overall Amazon pick. 3.3 two-wheel drive for almost $500.
That's a little bit high. This is the Jado Nitro. This is the Nitro. This is the Nitro.
Oh.
I don't think the Jado's for sale unless you go on Traxxas' site and it says go to your local dealer, available the 29th, I think.
No.
So JW knows it's $349.
$349?
That's not good.
I'm going to tell you what's terrible about it that I seen. Coming off the heavy duty outdrives, the hub that you screw the nut onto is built in with the hex, and it's plastic.
Oh yeah. That's Traxxas.
A plastic hub. It's not even metal. You're screwing that tire nut onto.
But that's on their 2S and they sell an aluminum 12 millimeter hex that you can add in.
This looks like it's 17 millimeter on it.
Oh yeah, these are 17 because they have
the buggy tires.
The buggy tires.
But it's plastic. It's like a molded plastic thing, and it's threaded, and the screws don't have any teeth on the back. Mm-hmm. So it's.
Yeah, that's pretty cheesy. I didn't think about that.
Oh, okay.
But I just am not happy that. So if they're selling this for $350, it's a 2S. Well, the Typhon is a 3S truck that you get, a 3S buggy that you can get for $339. So you can actually get the Typhon for less money, and it's 3S compatible. And it's been proven to be a pretty sturdy truck.
What does Chuck say? Traxxas is the what? I can't read over there. It's too far away.
Traxxas is a first RC car. Lame. Well, it's something for everybody. I don't own any Traxxases.
I mean, people build their Traxxas and stuff. They do their stuff.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with them. They get a lot of people going in the hobby. We sell more Traxxas than anything still, but it's pretty much split between Traxxas and Arrma pretty well these days.
Because everybody gets the Traxxas and they go to Arrma.
Pretty much. Traxxas is not. It's definitely more for the people that. Well,
tell you what, keeps your lights on.
Yeah, I mean,
you're always getting parts, right?
You sell a lot of them.
You get all kinds of parts for it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Upgrades for everything on that car.
Oh yeah.
So, but you know.
Red screen has the Titan A scale, 550 mega. Okay.
Well, Shad says he's watching for the first time, I think. Or maybe he's watched before.
Who?
My buddy Shad. He's the one who bought all my Losi stuff.
The guy from the boat. He used to live on the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So, I don't know what. I didn't see him on. He said he's watching, though.
He used to have a nitro, didn't he?
I think
thought
he
still had a nitro when the boat was going on.
I think he still does. He said he was going to send it down to me, but what do I need it for? And I don't think I can get parts for it. I think it's an Offnet.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He got for other buddy that was down there, Nate, who's no longer with us. Rest in peace, Nate. But yeah, so I'm like, I just break it and then sit there and have another broken car there.
No, I hear you. But people are pissed because the nitro. Get back to Jado real quick. The nitro people think Jado should be kept as a name for the nitro car because that's what it originally was.
I agree. They should make a new name for it, right?
JATO stands for Jet Assisted Takeoff, which you would think has more to do with something nitro than electric. It sounds more to me anyway. But their 2S system is a piece of crap. The can is like the end of the can has a fan in it and it's open. Any little rocks or twigs or something gets in there and it just tears it to shreds. It is junk. Absolute junk. Give me the brushed 12-turn Traxxas Titan motor any day. JW started with the sledge, but he says the electronics there in that thing sucked. I don't know. We've had some problems, not with the sledge ESCs that I can recall. I do think a couple of sledge motors were burnt up, and they were maybe replaced with Castles.
So Shad has this one, the Offnet SS Cage version, with a 0.28 motor.
Oh, okay. Well, Offnet's been out of business for a while. And this is what we're going to talk about. My rant. I was ranting this to you earlier.
Grinds my gears.
This really grinds my gears. All right, for the segment, we were talking about for me, what I think really sucks about working in an RC shop. A lot of good stuff. You get to see a bunch of RCs and you mess with RCs during the day and it's just pretty good. But what sucks to me is actually trying to be helpful to customers, but they don't make it easy because they go out and purchase the worst stuff off of online. we need. If you have never driven a Nitro RC, own a Nitro, I might have to turn that light off. We're having a little.
So Chad says they're Haboa now. Off now. You'd know. You know there's 6 parts for that stuff.
Yeah. That's cool. But
well, he has an XTM too.
Yeah. XTM was the same as often XTM were both by global distributing. That was Hobby People.
Mm.
And whenever they went out of business, Hobby People and OFNA and XTM and all those either went off to different companies or, you know, something happened. But so I had a guy come in the other day, customer in the shop, and he's like, he was wanting some assistance on getting his car running. And this happens all the time. You know, 5 or 10 times a day usually. Sometimes we'll help them right then. Sometimes they have to leave it there to get repaired. But in this case, it's a Nitro made by a car. It's a car that's been discontinued for probably 15 plus years. Matter of fact, it was so old it had the old antenna radio, the old crystal radios. And the guy come in and he was asking a lot of questions on can this radio work with this receiver, because he had like 2 or 3 old radios, and will these batteries take a charge or whatever. But basically it's just a mess. It's the motor's seized up, so anytime somebody brings a Nitro into us, I'll reach and grab the flywheel and see if I can roll the flywheel, because usually they've been sitting for years, gummed up, the fuel evaporates away, and you know it gums up. So I said, buddy, you know, basically I don't want to sell you some parts for this because the parts could start surpassing the value of the car pretty quickly. And we don't even have, I said, we don't have parts for this. This car hasn't been made in 15 years. Don't go on Amazon, no, I'm sorry, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, unless you're a the Nitro Addiction. If you watch his channel, you probably learn shit about it. But if you don't know, don't go and buy some Nitros used unless you're in for a steep learning curve. So many times people will buy it and they'll swear, the guy swears it runs. Oh, he swears it runs. And I'm like, it's not going to run. I know it won't run because the motor's just, boom, it's done. It's seized. And what I tell him is, look, if you want to try, what you're going to need to do is take the motor apart. Maybe you can unseize it. Maybe you can get the varnish out of there. We don't want to do that because that takes hours to do and it's unlikely. But if you're a hobbyist, like Nitro Addiction and his guys are into it, you can do that. But if you're brand new to the thing, don't go on Craigslist and buy a Nitro that hasn't ran in a long time. And if it's got a crystal radio, especially don't buy it unless you just want an old collector like me.
Right.
I hate that. And it happens almost every day. People come in thinking they got the steal of a lifetime, to find out that it's an Amazon car that looks cool, or it's a really old, outdated car that parts are not available for. So, yeah, that really grinds my gears.
Yeah.
We got, let's see, Dat Big Reg. That's Big Reg. He likes Arrma. Hey, what's up, Reg? Yo. Never had a Traxxas, but with the way Drado drives, it's great. He watched a few videos on it. Video runs. Also, known people who own one. 3S for 350 would be better. 2S just slow. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They will probably make a 3S version of it because they make a 3S version of everything else, 10th scale. They make a lower end version and the higher end 3S version. Traxxas. Even though this is an 8th scale buggy, it fits in their 10th scale lineup because it's like a 10th scale chassis.
Right.
But yeah, I bet you they'll make the 3S version, but they're going to price it at $439 or somewhere
It's a new
around
thing
there.
out there, right? Just in time for Christmas.
Yeah. I think the new thing that's going to sell this Christmas, if anything sells, the new Arrma Groms that are now brushless. They came out with brushless ones. And those will be $200. And then Traxxas has a Mini Max coming out. I think the big stuff is not selling like it was last year or the last few years. We were selling X Maxes. We had Creighton 8Ss, X Maxes, Outcast 8Ss. All the big trucks were always, we had them in stock, ready to go because they were going. People have not been shopping, at least where I'm at. X Maxes, the Creighton 8S, all that stuff is just...
It's expensive.
You know it's expensive.
If they can have a good time with a little car, then, you know what I mean? Spend $200 and pull it out of your trunk and you want to go do something. You know what I mean? I get it.
So J-Dub says it hasn't been out for a week. People are already getting rid of those BL2S systems and adding others and getting rid of the servos. Yeah, servos are another thing that they're with Traxxas they're okay.
The problem is
but
that
just
now you
replace
go
them.
buy this new kit and you got to replace stuff in it right away.
Yeah.
You know, I mean that's RC World, but
That's just RC World.
But still,
But I wish that Traxxas would have done a different job with their 3S Valenian. At least it's a sealed motor. And even that, if you do a lot of hours on it, I've seen tons of those bearings in the end go bad and it ruins the motor. But that's also just a bearing wearing out after probably 100+ hours.
You know, when that Millennium system came out, like the first gen, it was good.
Everyone was shocked and loved it.
I ran it in my my SCT.
I think it's still basically
Associated.
the first gen.
I don't know. I don't have any problems with it.
But they're, like I said, no, I'm not a big, I don't have many problems with that one at all. It's their 2S. Their crummy 2S with the stupid fan built into the end of it with an open can that collects.
Maybe they're just marketing geniuses and they do that to make sure that, oh, you know what?
Maybe.
Go faster
Rocky Mountain Bashers. Hey, what's up, buddy? Good to have you in chat. I never buy used nitro expecting the engine to run, but if it does, bonus. So, Nitro Addiction, so this, what you're doing though, you're in the hobby, you're enjoying it, and you could also generally look at something and get an idea whether it's going to run or not, whether you're going to break even or not.
He's educated when it comes
You're
to
educated about it. If these people aren't educated about them. It's not anyone's fault other than they just haven't got the experience.
They just want to hear the sound and the smell. It's gas and it's cool, and then they're like, ugh.
And you know, honestly, some of these cars that are 10 or 20 years old, outdated and no parts anymore, but they still look cool. So if you look at it, you're like, oh, this is trick, but you don't realize it's just really old. And most people are not willing to wait 10 minutes for a part, much less have to try to search stuff on
eBay.
Right. Remember whenever we had to search for old parts, looking for old stuff all the time? So yeah, that's
Yep. I mean, people like these flashes.
Yeah. I just wish, guys, don't get into buying used stuff you're not sure about. Because it could be a rolling chassis that you know it looks good, but it's an ECX brand, and those were only $130, maybe $140 back in 2012, and then they discontinued them right around then. Another guy came in with one of those. He was all excited about it, and I was like, it's just a little, you know, they're just little older cars. Like we don't have parts for this.
Then you feel bad for the guy who bought it new, has been sitting around, he wants to get back into it. He goes, oh yeah, my buddy was I got something lying around. And he comes in and he's like, hey, man, I should get this thing running again. You're like, ugh.
Well, Nitro Addiction says that if you go used, find them around 150 or less and be ready to strip it, clean it, rebuild it. And now that, you know, that makes sense. But most people are not ready to strip, clean, and rebuild. Like, here's what happens. We sell a nitro, let's say I sell a new nitro Jado. You have to, well, Jado's bad because, for example, you only have to put AA batteries in the back. But the Nitro Revo, you have to charge the little nickel metal battery inside for the servos. People want to go home and they won't charge the batteries up. They'll try to get the things running without making sure that the Traxxas one takes a handheld starter that runs on a nickel metal battery. They won't charge those. And they don't even have the time to charge up batteries. It just... Nitro people.
Yeah.
Nitro... No, Nitro... Not Nitro people. Newbies that jump into used Nitro. Let me put it that way. It's going to cost you more than just going and buying a brand new Kyosho or Traxxas or any other brand. HPI's, I think, back with some as well. Just go with a new one.
I mean, the problem is that you think you get a good deal, and then if you don't know what you're doing, and then you wasted, say you get it for $200. Well, there's $200 that could have gone to a new one if you waited like another paycheck.
Could have went to a new one.
Right?
You could have got a new one. We have the Kyosho Neo buggies in there, which were basically one of their race buggies a few versions back. A-scale.
MP9s, what are they called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got them, I think, for $369 or something like that. $380 maybe, but that's not a whole lot of money. You buy it, it's ready to go. You just buy a gallon of fuel and you're good to go.
Oh, I have a buddy who's got an electric one. He picked up.
Oh, okay. Not saying nitro, but see, that's if you buy a $200 rolling chassis with a blown motor, and then the motor is going to be another $200 or more dollars. You've got an old beater with a brand new motor in it.
Right, and then when you break that A-arm, you realize you can't have parts to get an A-arm.
Yeah. You used to do this all the time with your Associateds.
Mm-hmm.
But now with Techno, nothing breaks.
No. I get a lot of problems when it gets cold.
It gets really cold around San Diego, doesn't it?
At night, out the track, it gets cold.
Gets cold, huh?
Yeah. You get down about 60, 65 degrees, those arms like to break, dude.
Right here, hear that? Old flapping lip, 60, 65 degrees over here.
Hey, I get it.
I used to live on the East Coast. I know it's not
like what you guys went through, but just I find when it gets colder.
Definitely, things will break. Plastic seems to break easier.
Yeah, but not as bad. Not as bad.
JW says it is 61, and I think he's in Las Vegas. Nitro Addiction. Where? I'm not sure if I know where you're from, Nitro Addiction. I can't remember. I think he might be from the East Coast as well. Slash Raptor says 65 is shorts weather where he's at.
Yeah.
Well, it's still shorts weather.
Yeah,
he's still wearing shorts. It's just cool.
Yeah.
It's actually been kind of damn cold around here today.
Yeah, it has been. Got some rain.
Yeah, I didn't even see the rain, but it got a little wet out there. Nitro Addiction, KC. Is that Kansas City?
That's Kansas City.
Dude, that's cool. If you're in Kansas City, that's cool. I don't go through there too much anymore, but I used to. Very cool. Big Reg, 65. He plays out in the teens in Wisconsin. And if you don't crash, then the cold don't matter.
Yeah.
Well, he got a point there, doesn't he?
He does.
It's been a good show. So he says it's 43. Are you in Big Reg? Are you in Wisconsin? Out in the teens in Wisconsin. So 43 tonight. Wisconsin
gets cold.
It's about 69 degrees in here right now. Almost 70 degrees. It's cooler outside. But it's damp cold. So it seems colder.
Yeah. It's wet cold. Definitely for sure. Well,
So Flapping Lip said he used to run in the winter. But frostbite a few times put an end to that shit real quick. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't get that cold in San Diego, but.
And Red Screen Tigers got 75 there in northeast Texas.
Oh.
That's cool.
Maybe it's humid. That's how humid it is.
Yeah, so yeah, Big Reg is in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Nice.
I've never been to Wisconsin.
I've never been to Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Is there indoor tracks in Wisconsin?
Oh, I'm sure there's indoor and outdoor tracks.
All right. Carpet tracks?
Probably.
Dirt tracks?
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I knew somebody in Wisconsin.
No
Can't
Big
think of
Red.
it right now. Oh, no. Big Reg now. That's Big Reg. Hell yeah. He says they got good drag racing. And it's a place called Trackside Hobbies.
Well,
Got another indoor in Omaha, Nitro Addiction says. Okay. Seth Schuler. Hey, what's up, Seth? I subscribe to the channel. One of the new guys. I'm an RC nerd from Simi Valley, California.
yeah?
Welcome, Seth. Great to have you in. Great to have you, bud.
That's good. Local guy. California.
Yeah, California guy. Come hang out with us sometime. We're in South Bay of California, Los Angeles. And you're mostly down in San Diego, though. So, what about? Do you want to? I want you to talk about your car, and then we might be having a call-in guest at some point.
Yeah, maybe.
If there's anyone out there interested in being a call-in guest, let me know. And we can probably get you to call in on Mike's phone, and we could do a call-in segment. For the meantime, Mike's been talking about this car for a while.
Yeah, a couple of weeks. I bought a used roller. I'm a local guy.
So, an electric and a roller, there's not a whole lot to worry about there.
No.
As long as shit's not like arms hanging off of the chassis broken, if everything's there and there's no electronics in a roller, you don't have to worry about electronic being fried.
No.
So rollers can be great deals if you want to pick up something like a race truck or a race car. A lot of times rollers are done because people race, sell it, but keep the electronics or whatever.
Well,
so
they want to put it in the new version that
they
comes
want to
out.
put it in their next race car. So rollers for racers are great ideas. A lot of times you can get a used kit or a used roller. I mean.
Right.
So what do we got here? You said you picked up a used roller.
I used Techno SET 0.3 410.
410.
410. The guy had pretty good condition. Went through a few things. Got all new electronics. Just took a servo out I had.
So this is my first time seeing this vehicle.
Yeah.
So
I'll give
you
pretty
guys
good
my
shape.
opinion on it because this is he had it sitting over there, but I haven't actually checked it out. One thing I love about Techno's 10 scale is it's really like an 8 scale down. These shocks are 8 scale shocks.
They are 8 scale.
The shock towers look to me more like an 8 scale shock tower than a 10 scale shock tower.
So the new version has 10 scale shocks with 8 scale carriers. So the new one that's out and that new one's
lighter?
out. Yeah, the new truck, and then it's more like when you open it up, it looks like an Arrma inside. A lot more plastic. It's got a sealed case for the gear. It's heavier. I
Interesting.
think it's like 2 pounds heavier. Some of the stuff is a little different, but it's got the 12 millimeter shocks with the big springs and the heavier adjustable carriers in the bottom. So we still got a little shock with a big spring. At least these ones, which I'm sure you probably just change out. But why they did that, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I think they should keep it 8 scaled. Like if I'm looking at these, the thickness, the build on these arms, It's the same on the buggy.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's
Yeah.
an 8-scale buggy arms, basically.
It is.
So, this thing is more power. It's going to be built stronger than a lot of
Well, because I've been running
10 scales.
because I had the 410 buggy or truggy, and a buddy gave me a chassis, and I turned it into the super light 410 short course. But I've been running that at indoor and outdoor, and I'm just tearing it apart.
Yeah.
So I needed something for outdoor, and I got back in a short course truck when I got that one. So I've actually been running that more than my buggies down at the indoor track because I really kind of like it again. Reminds me of back when I used to race the truck.
All right.
The old
So,
SCT.
hang on a sec. So we got some questions here.
Cool.
JW says 2.0 or 410.3. Then JW says it's the 0.3.
It is the 0.3.
So he says it's a good truck, but he likes the 2.0 better in his opinion. JW had the 2.0 and loved it, he says. So you have this 0.3.
Mm-hmm.
You also have a super light, which is...
So then I bought another roller off a guy at SDRC, a good friend of mine, and it's the same chassis, but it's the super light buggy version. So, which is I think even lighter than this. So I'll be able to run everything on 3S, not 4S.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got the short course motor with the hobby wing, 410 Max with the outdoor sensor wire and everything because I used to run Castle, but I had problems with Castle. Now stuff's a little bit better.
Guys?
I was Castle for a long time, guys, and then with my indoor racing using hobby wing, the problem with Castle is that all their wires are wire loomed, like they're not soldered into the actual ESC, so they get dirty, they get stuck, they short out. You got to pull them apart, clean them, put a new whole wire loom that goes out. So it's like a bunch of sensor wires in there. And if you ever had like the little sensor wire that goes to them, like you're racing like indoor and outdoor, those little sensor wires go out all the time. But the harness and everything through here, yes, it's all on a big sensor kind of wire loom, right? And it fits down inside the Castle.
Worst thing of Castles, the most cheap, low dollar piece would be these switches.
Oh, God, the worst. I mean,
But you might as well
it's hardwired.
cut them and just wire it together or take them apart. I forget whatever it is, but
And then having to hook up the computer because the programming, the pit card doesn't give you a whole lot of options. Having to run the computer, I mean...
But the Castle switches are junk.
Oh, yeah.
That's the most common break on Castles. People come in all the time and their switch is broken because it's flapped around or whatever.
And then I just run the small little battery with my foam, this little 3S, because I used to run that in my Techno truggy, and dude, plenty of power. The thing screams. It's good. So I'm looking,
cool.
and it's got this. The guy already did the steering upgrade. And it's got all the titanium screw kit in it. I mean, there's some stuff done to it, but yeah.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. So, and then I made my little. Got some Lexan and traced the broken ones that were in there, so I made some new plates for it. That way I can keep making when they break. So I'm gonna keep spending $15-20 on these things. Just cut them out myself. So yeah, all in all, pretty excited. And then the best part, JB had my old low CSCG Gen 1.
You just found this body over there on the shelf.
Yeah, it's been here
for years.
So that fits right on there. So Henrik, I'm sorry if you're watching. There's another orange body out. As a matter of fact, all the holes lined up from all the holes that have been drilled in it. So there it is. Bring that back. So, but yeah, looking forward to that and getting the buggy finished this week. So that should be good. Then I can keep the other stuff for the track.
Cool. So we got some chat here going. It says, Big Reg says, no, the Castle is king for power. Hobby Wing has great cheap stuff. He has the Max 5. But the XLX2 pulls more amps.
So,
and then, I'll let you speak on that. And then hang on though. Slash Raptor 93 just jinxed himself. I'm sorry, buddy. You just screwed yourself. He just said, I run Castle. Never had a problem with the switch. I guess what's going to probably happen next time you run that thing. You just jinxed yourself with the old Castle switcheroo problem. No, I've seen it like 100 times. It's very common. it's not necessarily a bad switch, but it's not a strong switch, and people will often let them flop around, and it doesn't take very long for them to wear out.
It's for like all the power, and I'm just running through this thing, the little switch now.
And he wrecks a lot, he says.
Oh, wow.
But the Castle switch is trash. Just solder the cables or add a new switch. Big Reg is correct about that.
Yeah, that's all you got.
That's right. Yeah, for sure.
Now, I did like Castle. Don't get me wrong, guys. I ran Castle.
You ran Castle years and years. I bet you will again someday.
So
maybe on
the new Castle. What is it? Is it the Cobra? The new Cobra ESC. I like. I think it has a 32 gig chip in it. A lot of programmability. The problem is it is large. Oh, it is bigger, a little bit bigger than the Mamba X. Now, when they came out with the Mamba, the smaller one where it's 2 to 6S, I like that ESC.
Yeah.
Because Castle at one time had, I don't know if you remember, I had it in my original OC. It was their SCT version. It was green, and it came with the longer can motor. And dude, I love that ESC. It was small, it was powerful. I ran 3-4S out of it. It was great. But the cable or my ESC wire ran underneath my battery tray, and it rubbed, hit my chassis, and arced out and never worked good. Now you can still get them, but it's old and dated, and you know, it's fine. I mean, so Hobby Wing's easy. You know, I looked to get electronics. The problem was getting things to fit, right? So the motor, I mean, everything's really tight, but the biggest problem is with that sensor wire being so close to the motor and the ESC, they would almost, you know what I mean? So I went with the waterproof one here in Hobby Wing.
Well, you pretty much have to. With Hobby Wing is switching to that version now. I think all their new ESCs
for like outdoor bashing and stuff like that. You're still running the normal little sensor wire and all the new ones.
No, not.
They just came out with the
This is coming out on all the Hobby Wings, from what I can see.
And all the new ones came out are still the normal sensor wire. They just came out with a brand new one, but it's more indoor racing and stuff. You know what I mean?
I like the old. I like the old version because it's all compatible with every motor, and ESC is the same sensor wire. Because
this is built in, now you can get an adapter that goes from this to the plug-in.
Can you? Okay.
Yeah. The problem is that the only thing I don't like about it is the length. I can cut my wires down, which I'll probably do later on once I get home. But you can't cut this sensor wire down.
Yeah. Right.
So I don't know if there's a smaller one or shorter one or something. That's the only thing it's not. But you know what? I'll take that plug over.
You feel like it's sturdier is worth it.
Now, if you guys do have Castle, you know you have the little sensor wire that comes out. It's white, and then you plug the sensor wire into that. Go online and take it apart. And Castle has one that plugs all the way in the bottom, and it just comes out, and that goes straight to the motor. So you're bypassing another connection, because that's where it always got screwed up. You be out there racing, all of a sudden start janking.
Yeah, hang on a sec. So we got some more chat going on. Big Reg says it was a 32-bit chip.
Oh, okay.
JW was using Spectrum stuff in his short course truck. Spectrum electronics are hit or miss with me. They're fine while they work, but they seem to go out pretty quick for me. Helicopters, welcome Helicopters. His name is Helicopters.
Nice.
Says, what's up? Welcome to the show. Thank you. What is your guys' favorite ESC motor combo for 1/10 scale? Seth says, a little story about him, 23 RC cars. And he loves building RC.
Nice.
Well, that's freaking, dude, that is awesome. Seth, if you ever want to come by and show off any of the cars, we would love to have you around here. Rocky Mountain Bashers often visits Omaha, so for a big-ass hobbyplex out there. JW likes the Hobby Wing, so Rocky Mountain Bashers. His wife is from Omaha. Hobby Wing Electronics, but he also has Tekin. And then Flappin says 10 scale what? F1, crawler, or rally. So I'd say the only 10 scale stuff I've done in any length of time would be buggies, and that's years.
Right.
And those were Hobby Wing I had a 17.5 buggy, which was the stock class, and I had one of the Hobby Ring stock spec motor or spec ESCs. I forget which one it was back then, but whatever, it stays in stock blinky mode, so you can race stock class. And I never had any problems with it. I loved it. And then in this buggy that we were just looking at earlier, before the show started, this one I had, this is my modified buggy, it has an 8.5 Reedy, but I had a Hobby Wing, the XR Pro, or whatever, XR10 Pro, they're small 10 scale Pro for their modded motors.
Right.
And that one really worked well, though I blew that one as well. My own fault, hooking it up backwards or something. Because then I stuck in this spare Hobby Wing, which I had, and even though I program it the same, it doesn't flow the current like that mod ESC did, the Pro version.
Yeah.
And it, I was
well, a lot
like,
of them now have the reverse polarity in there.
No,
but,
no, not mine.
So your best thing to do is anytime you buy those, add the solder on another capacitors, because that's what blows is the capacitors when you plug them in backwards, right? So if you solder on those extra ones, just unsolder them and put 2 new ones on there, because you may get one more chance out of it because you have a couple in there. So that's what I learned. But we're out the track and you're not paying attention or using bullet plugs.
Bullet plugs are a pain in the butt whenever you.
I mean, I paint my battery red. I
was gonna say make it noticeable on your batteries.
Or cut your wires short so you can't, whatever.
I used to do that, but the thing was, I had batteries, different brands, and some had.
Yeah, the positive,
they were
negative.
Swapped.
Yeah.
So hey, for bashers. Okay, so Hobby Wing stuff's pretty good. XR10 lines, good quality. Their X-Run stuff. So I agree. Their Easy Run stuff is awesome. It's very budget friendly, and it works.
I'm fine with
Every time you plug it in, I know a bunch of people that race 10 scale with them. They work. They just are easy to work. They plug and play. Would you say?
Yeah. I mean, it was easy. I mean, I just want, because it gets dirty, it's filthy, you spray it down and everything, you start getting the other stuff with.
And those are waterproof. Yep. So and you got the Max 10, so that's an easy run, Max.
140
easy runs. 140. Hobby Wing's pretty good. Tekin's good as well. Hobby Wing XR8. So the XR8 SCT ESC is what I've got in my Hobby. XR8 SCT was their smaller footprint, and I have that one in my buggy, my Techno buggy.
So that's
a good one. I don't think they sell it anymore.
Pro in my Pro V3. It's a little smaller. I have that in my super light short course. We're running a 36, 65, 5100, and it's just on 2S. It's just the best. It's real fast.
Yeah.
It's small. But yeah, I'm looking forward to putting these to the test. I mean, $150. Said and done.
Is that about what you paid for the roller? $150?
Yeah, no, I'm at electronics.
Oh.
Yeah, about the same. But yeah, so the $150 looks durable. Got 140 amps. And if I need to run 4S, but I don't think I need to, it'll be fine. But yeah, give it a shot, give it a go. At least I'm not beating up my super light out there. But yeah, good. So did we talk about the favorite car and all that stuff?
Oh, I don't know. Check to see what's going on there. I wonder if I should get some.
1.8 bashers. James would know more about 1.8 bashers.
Max. Well, Max 8s are good with 2200 kV Hobby Wings. And Hassel has their 2200 hobby wing, or their 2200 kV motor. And you can get that with the Sidewinder ESC for not a whole lot of money. Or a Mamba, I think, ESC for a little bit more money.
The new
Those
small
are
little
good.
Mamba one, not the Max, but the smaller one they came out with, it's nice. You know, it's got a small footprint. It's a little longer than it is wider, so it fits in some other stuff. It just take out that sensor harness and put a solid sensor wire all the way through it. Much better. That 2-part, it just has problems. But it was good. It was good. I'd probably have it in there, but it got smoked somehow. It happens, right?
So, what do you think about going to the club tonight? Who wants to go to the club? Should we go?
I'm not going to quit right now. I get home. No.
You don't like the club? Your band Led Zeppelin is playing.
So Seth, let's see what we catch. So Red. I'm just going to take this because you can see it better. Rescue Tucker says he's thinking about getting a drag slash. I mean, a lot of people are taking their slashes and turning them into drag cars, right? It's becoming popular. So, I mean, that's good. Seth says he's doing some maintenance on his X-Max right now. And my wheel bearings are goodbye. What's your favorite tires for crawling if you have a 1/24th or 1/18th? Oh, I don't know that. All we crawlers are little things.
Yeah, those are the 18th, but those just have stock tires on them. I never swapped out tires, did I? I don't think I did.
No, I've tried different ones, but they were just, when we first got them, people were just throwing things out there like weights and tires, and you know, some things fit, some things didn't. But now you get all kinds of parts for them. The old Kenny track was cool. We used to do that in here. That's actually it. I think it's still at Bill Steen's plant.
Bill Steen.
Yeah. So, but yeah, good times. Oh, it says Pro Line.
All right. What do you think? We gonna have any call-in guests tonight?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. It's pretty quiet.
He's broke everything but his Techno 410. A lot of chat going on. So Big Rich has a 22 SCT. I slot the small shot. I didn't even know it was in there. So what's all the slop? Huh. Yeah, I've seen that before. Bearings or something gets left out. And it's like, what the hell is all this slop? The tires can be swapped on the drag slash, but whatever tires you put on are probably going to look weird, because the drag slash tires, the rear are really, they're fat tires, and if you put, like, you could put a Traxxas regular slash tire on there, but it's not going to stick out far enough. The Traxxas tires are wide.
They have a little more offset in them.
The drag tires, well, the drag slash has very small arms on it. I think it has like banded arms. So anyway, that way you can put the fat tires. So if you go and put regular slash tires on, it's gonna look weird. And also the front tires are very narrow. So if you put, I bet you have a wide front and a narrow rear end.
Because you don't have the offset of the rim.
Yeah, because the rims are just totally different builds. Though I'm sure you could change up more. This two-wheel drive slash is, I mean, the drag slash is a two-wheel drive slash with some bandit parts on it to kind of bring the arms in, so you can put them fat tires. But there's not a whole lot of difference.
You get a body that covers it and everything.
Well, Yeah, the drag slashes have all the short course trucks have the same bodies, same body lengths. Any of those short course bodies or drag bodies will cover them.
Now, what I was wondering, while I was shopping tires for my slicks for my 410, I was looking at the drag tires. So the drag tires are different compound.
Oh, hang on. I might have understood the question wrong. You mean off the rims or off the car? Now, to pull them off of the rim, the ones they come glued from Traxxas are glued on pretty tight. You don't generally pull tires out once they've been glued. I know some people say there's ways to bake them off or use mineral spirits or something, but they're glued on pretty well from the factory. Just buy another set of rims. Traxxas sells those rims and tires separate. So you can buy the exact rims, the tires.
I mean, if you want to cut the rubber off and keep like the foam and then soak whatever left in acetone for like a day or two, then you can still use the rims. Like the rubber comes right off. A lot of guys do that. You know, I mean, just buy tires because they go through so much racing.
Yeah,
the rims
but again,
are still good.
A lot of them are using Pro-Line rims or something like that.
Right.
The ones that come from Traxxas are...
Oh, they're just going to melt.
It's like... the factories generally it seems like they almost vulcanize those damn...
Mm-hmm.
Even though, you know what? You always blow a wheel off whenever you don't want to. You know, you do a donut and you got a tire explode or blow off. And then when you try to get it, when you're wanting the tire to come off, it's like it's some sort of super glue bond.
You can try it.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking just unbolt the wheels and put some new damn wheels and tires on there.
I mean, you're dragging though, right? So you're burning tires, right? They sauce them, right? I mean, they get traction, they warm the tires up, don't they? I mean,
the 10th scale, not a lot of 10th scale is no prep.
Oh, it's all no prep?
Yeah, you just go out there and they have a rubber tires that I don't think you use sauce. Now on 8th scale, when you use foam tires, they definitely use molasses looking grippy sauce.
For dragging?
But that's on an 8th scale higher power. On 10th scale, I don't generally see it, but I could be wrong as well. I'm not really into the drag scene too much. Just what I see come through the shop sometimes.
I was wondering about the drag, because I think they're 2.2 and a 3. They're like a short course size, right?
Drag
on
cars
some of them?
are all short course truck chassis.
Right, but I think their rims are like a short course where they're 3 and 2.2 on the other side.
Oh.
But their tires seem to be a little more square build, right? So I'm wondering how that would work on an indoor 10 scale clay track.
I don't know if it would work good.
No,
I don't think so.
If anybody's ever done that, let me know, because I really don't want to buy them and glue them and put them on and do shit. But
so he's wanting to build this drag Mustang and a highway patrol RC car on 10 scale. So the Mustang would be a great one to do it. LED police lights and siren, awesome. I don't know which tires would be appropriate. You'd want to get, I guess, some like cop looking tires would have been, or wheels would be those black steel wheels
with the little metal round hubcap.
Yeah, the little hubcaps. Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, you'd almost have to put like.
I'm sure that you can get something. You can get something.
Maybe Amazon has a rim or something for it. You know what I mean? I don't know.
It's the same size as a Traxxas Slash hex, a 12mm hex.
Yeah. Try it out.
So Slash Raptor says they do carpet burnouts. So I guess they heat up their tires
on the carpet.
On carpet or on Oh yeah, they have a piece of carpet behind the launch is usually what it is, I think.
Oh, and they just warm the tire up there.
I think they warm it up on carpet and then they put the car down and then they launch it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. Now that he says that, it sounds like what I've seen.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
Indoor racing, when you sauce those tires, if you leave it on, I mean, it breaks that rubber compound down so much, dude, that you just wear those tires out. They get shit. I mean,
So Slash Raptor knows about, he says voodoo's for tires. So that's, yes, that's more, I'm not sure. I when we sell our 10 scale drags, I've only, I've never really seen what they do with the tires. Our A scales, like the Arrma Limitlesses, come back and they always will have foam, but I'm not, I have to look into it. It says whatever Voodoo's, I don't know those are. I'd like to check them out. JW says he blew out 3 of 4 tires today in his second qualifier. How?
Is there foam in the drag tires? Yeah?
There's
got to be foam in there.
No, what I meant was they're foam tires. The A scale Arrmas.
Oh, they're running foam
they
compound
run foam
tires.
compounds.
Oh.
Foam tires. And those they use like a really sticky compound additive. But then, yeah, I'm not, with the 10 scale, I've never done it. I have no idea what, I know that they do have foams for them, yes.
Because they're doing the on-roads with foam.
But some people like foam, some people don't maybe like foam. But I know, yeah, they definitely sell foams for the drag tires.
Mm. Yeah.
Drag / tires are not belted, so it makes unstable. Yeah, for sure. Simple Green wiped down before and after the race. I've used Simple Green on my tires before. Seems to keep them kind of soft and clean.
I've used spray window cleaner. A lot of guys are using that out there. But the can aerosol window cleaner. Mm-hmm. A lot of guys are using that.
So Big Rich says, for slower cars, sub 2s, Proline Blue Dot, and Voodoo's for faster cars. Yeah. He would know. I mean, I don't even know if I could tell you what Voodoo's look like. I don't think I'm familiar with them.
Dragging is a world that I haven't
So some drag cars run air, some run foams, some without. Okay.
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
Air.
I wonder if, like if you actually, are people like setting their air pressures to like 5 pounds per tire? That would be pretty cool if you had to set your air pressures.
Yeah, but
another guy says, Slash Raptor says they don't use Simple Green, they use Brake Clean or Naphtha.
Oh, Naphtha?
I've used, it's like lighter fluid, but the...
Kerosene?
No, it's not butane, but it's in a small bottle. You used to fill old lighters with it. Whenever I was doing indoor racing in New Jersey, we would put that shit on there. I don't know what it was. It was like a little red orange bottles of fuel we put on the tires and they'd gum up.
Breaking
Sticky
that compound
Kicks
down.
was always a brand they sold at the shop. I used that a bunch.
Oh, dude, people use all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, it should be illegal.
Well, the problem is,
so he says 3 to 5 psi. Hell yeah, that's cool. I didn't know that.
So they have like a little valve stem or something?
Must be. I bet you it has a little Schrader valve, and you use a like a little syringe to get it pumped up to the.
Like a little ball pump.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wonder if you have to balance your tire because you have that thing spinning around on there, right? I don't know. What is that? They're using those on 10 scale? Air tires on 10 scale?
I think so. Yeah, that would make sense what he was saying.
See.
All right, so we are now. It's 9:15. We are running up on. What is it? What do we call the second half of the show? RC, the after dark hour. So if there's any kids, put the kids to bed. And this is whenever the swearing and stuff will be allowed. All welcome. Cammie Crawford, Miss November 2024. Our outgoing Miss October, say goodbye to Haley Clausen. Hello, Cammie. Wait, Crawford and Clausen? Huh. C names. All right. Join us on New Year's for a special New Year's show where we'll be flipping to a brand new calendar. That'll be all right. So, how was the Halloween? I came by your place.
It was good.
And when I was there, so I was only there for maybe 20 minutes. There were so many people. Your friggin' house is so successful that my dog couldn't calm down. Sometimes there was 30 people around your yard.
It was good. We haven't done it a couple years only because Halloween fell during the week, right? And I'm down there, so it's tough. So
he sets up a nice display in his yard, and then you got the kids show up. There's smoke machines, animatronics.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's the whole thing, right?
All kinds of stuff. There's a dog wearing a costume. Everyone's wearing costumes. And it was pretty good. But my dog was a little too excited. I had to make him sit in his little dog bicycle chariot thing. And then I said, oh, to hell with this. I better get out of here when the getting's good. How long did it go on?
Maybe 10:30.
Mm-hmm.
Then people started getting out of there.
Yeah.
It's always the cleaning up the next day, right? You spend whatever to set up, and the next day you just want it done with. So we got up early and cleaned everything up. So it was good. Next year will be better because it'll be on a Friday, right?
I thought about going to Home Depot and getting one of their leftovers. And you know how they have the animatronic skeleton dogs or like demon-looking dogs? And some are tall, like Great Dane size.
Yeah, there was a big one this year, yeah.
I want to get one, but I don't want to spend $200. Because I would scare the piss out of my dogs, probably. So maybe if we go up there tomorrow, if they're still available, they'll probably only get them the day after Halloween at a good discount. But it would be cool to get it. Oh, Big Red says hello to Miss November, and she says hello back. Rigid low profile tires are used, it appears. Can you give a tire with PSI? I don't know it. I don't know how to oh, Flapping Lips got to get out of there. It's after midnight. I don't blame you, buddy. We got to be going to the club soon. It's going to be my birthday between now and the next show. So,
when is your birthday falling?
My birthday's Wednesday.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it's Wednesday. Election day's Tuesday, I think. And then my day after. So Wednesday, if you guys want to go and meet up with the clubs tonight, we'll be going to the club down in down at the pier. It's not really a club, it's just a dive bar. But our buddy's playing in a band there, so there you go. Let's go.
No, I'm not going.
He's not going. He says no, but he will.
No, I gotta get back to the dog.
Helicopters, Merry Christmas to you. And he says Merry Christmas.
No? Yeah, good.
Says glue, or can you give a tire with PS? I don't know what you mean, give a tire. Glue or another chemical adhesive. Oh, I don't know. I don't know, helicopters. Somebody in chat might have the answer. You guys, if you're not subscribed, we got a lot of new chat today. I appreciate that. If you ain't subscribed, make sure you do, and hit the notification bell, because I don't always do, like this show, it didn't get set up to maybe like 30 minutes beforehand.
All right.
So I try to do Fridays, every Friday, but that don't happen, so it's more random. So if you get the notifications, you'll know when we go live, and that would really help out.
So I have a drag question for you guys. On our short course truck and tires or whatever we're racing, we'll take the glue and rub the outside of the tire. right? To give it more
to stiffen the
side.
sidewall.
Yeah. Do you guys do that when you guys are doing your street drags? No.
No. I bet you they don't even glue their tires.
I mean, but wouldn't that be better though? To stiffen that sidewall so you have less expansion, right? You wouldn't stretch so much, and you keep more rubber instead of pizza cuttering down the road. I don't know. Hey, if you guys try that in your next race on a pair of old tires you got, and see if it helps. If you don't do it,
well,
or maybe you do it. I don't know.
I think that in the racing I am aware of that they used to do around here, maybe they still do it. 10 scales limited to 2S, and like a 3300 or 3000 kV stock type, like a.
So it's not run what you run. You have to stay in a class.
The A scale with the Arrma Limitlesses and stuff. Now those we've seen 6S, 8S, 12S, dual motors. That's run what you brung. That can be, the Arrma Limitlesses and infractions and felonies, that stuff. But the no prep 10 scale, which is the Traxxas / associated, I think.
But can't you just build one? Can't you just build if you have parts lying around, or does it have to be like?
You can. Basically it's a short course truck chassis. It just doesn't. Generally, it has a narrower arms in the back for fat tire, but the classes, from what I remember, were pretty limited. Like they kept it more even.
So on the Losi one, because I was running my 22 buggy, and then the 22.5, for a while there you couldn't get arms and parts for them. There's something going on with Horizon, and it was shit. So I had to find an alternative. So I got the drag arms and just drilled them out and drilled out the cross pins to fit my hubs, and they worked just fine. Same length and everything. They had the what do they call it, the boat or whatever, the butterfly or whatever style. The gull wing. Yeah, thank you, the gull wing. So they looked almost the same, but they were a little thicker, so I liked it, and I ran those in the front of my 5.0 two-wheel drive, and I ran that until we started to get parts again. So the lengths and everything are all the same, and the hubs worked, like everything worked, and the rear arms were the same size and everything. So, but I would like to know, like, do you guys have to have like weights? Like your car can only weigh this much. I mean, you guys have like standards or like rules and regulations to your car. Does it have to follow
not in the guys that race around here with the A scale.
But 10 scale.
But 10 scale, well, I don't know where they race now. They used to race at OCRC in the back.
But they're running 10 scale at these other places they're talking about.
Some of these guys are asking about it, but I don't know the guys that are doing it around. Like, we sell a lot of the drag slashes, but I think most people just go and rip them around in the street. I don't think they're actually racing too much. So yes, that's what he was saying. Big Reg seems to know his shit when it comes to this. He has a Limitless, is doing 1.7 seconds. It's on foam tires and very sticky prep for 6 to 12S.
How long is that? What is that? 8 miles? What is that? How long is it?
It's
100 yards? 300 feet?
So it's 132 feet, I think, is 10th scale length. Or I forget. They break it down by scale.
Right.
So it's a shorter, but yeah, I think it's 132 feet. Oh, so he says 132 or 200 feet. And he says fast drag racing is not for kids. It's a very fast hobby, and he's right about that.
Well, something goes wrong. Everything goes wrong, right?
Yeah, and you only get, I mean, people go and bash their cars and beat them up. But these drag cars make a ton of power and have to launch really quick, straight. So if you've hit a wall of the curb or something, your chassis, like, stuff's never straight. You have to put the car back together. And that used to be a really big thing around here in California. And we did a ton of them at the Long Beach store. So they were racing They still race them for money around here.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, they would put anything into those limitlesses. It doesn't matter. Dual motors and stuff. It was really, really pretty freaking cool.
Crazy.
And Helicopter says, what's the best tire all around? I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Well, obviously you came to the right place. Those people know about it.
Yeah, I don't know what the best tire all around is. Yeah, drag racing's not for kids. It's not at all. They have a that race in Las Vegas. I think it was about $20,000 to the winner a year or two ago. I don't know if they've done another one since, but
It's popular.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
I heard Oval's coming back around. It's big out in the East Coast. Or on the eastern states.
Yeah, slash Mud Boss or whatever that thing is.
They're just still running gold pans.
Shit. All right, dudes.
Well,
I'm gonna start we're gonna start getting ready to close this show down.
yeah.
If anyone has anything to say before we're out of here, I don't think I have anything new exciting to talk about on the shelf.
This is the first show we haven't done shots on.
I don't even think we have a shot here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't drink hardly at all anymore.
That's all right.
So that's unfortunate. The show probably won't be as fun.
Usually not.
I do need to get my buddy's Pro Moto done. So maybe I'll do a show midday tomorrow, like daytime tomorrow. And I'll just live stream from the garage and tear this thing apart. And put all his carbon fiber and his stock plastic back on. Because we put so much aluminum on this, I bet you it weighs 3 pounds more, maybe. I'm going to weigh everything as we take it off and see how much more the aluminum weighs than the stock shit. But these forks, he's probably had to replace 3 or 4 times because hit something and it just bends now. Where he has another one, and it's mostly stock, and it's, I guess he likes the way it runs a lot better and a whole lot less
I put a lot of
breakage.
parts on there, dude. There's a lot of aluminum going on in that thing.
I know it. He puts all the cool shit on there, but it looks cool, but not always is a great thing. You guys, so yeah. Drag slash stock class 3 to 3.5, 3 to 3.4 ETs. That's Big Reg. No, I guess there's no call-ins tonight, bud. Thanks for being on the show, though. Everybody in chat, it's been a fun show. I haven't done a show in a while. Usually do them every Friday. Fridays and Wednesdays I was doing them, but been busy. Holiday season's coming up. It gets dark. The weather's a little bit shittier. But man, I think I've got some cool things coming up. I know you guys are probably sick of my motorcycle and dirt bike talk, but I might go and check out another dirt bike tomorrow. There's one I found online. It's right here it's on the same street.
Go buy it and drive it home.
Literally right, I think 1.8 miles up the road.
Wheelie that thing all the way home in a wheelie.
I could ride this it's a Kawasaki KX250. So I might go and get that tomorrow. And then I think I might be I did a road trip here back in the summer. I think I might be doing a bigger road trip soon, and I hope to bring some RCing from the road trip. JW, I'm going to reach out to you. I think we're buddies now on Facebook. Jeremy's his name, I believe. And see if you want to meet up whenever I come to Las Vegas. I'll be in Las Vegas. Probably get there on Thursday before the Formula One. I think the Formula One is the week before Thanksgiving. So I'll get there on a Thursday. So if you want to hang out Thursday or Friday and maybe go to their outdoor track, I'll take my Techno Truggy. I'll probably be bringing that one with me. Maybe the buggy. And then from there, I'm going to do a little half cross-country trip. Maybe bring some cool shit from the road. And then I might have another cross-country coming up after that. So we'll see if things fall in line. Hopefully they do. What have you got going on for the next upcoming month or two as holiday season approaches?
Week after next, I go to Hawaii for 10 days for work.
Gosh, really?
Yeah.
Dang, dude, that's not bad.
No.
Going to Hawaii.
Going to Hawaii.
What are you doing in Hawaii?
I'm working on the power plant. Do some pipe work with the guys over there.
So, you'd be laying some pipe with the guys over there? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, I'm hanging out.
Very good. Big Reg says it's his first time on the show. He subscribed. Hey, thank you.
Good.
And he does a live show every Sunday. Hell yeah, dude. I'll make sure I subscribe and I will check you out.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool. JW, bring a set of MIP bypass pistons. Oh, buddy. Let me put that on the list here. I got a list. See if we can make that happen. Jeremy, MIP bypass. I'll see what can happen. You never know. So, one thing we didn't talk about. The dunes are coming back. This is when we do big air. Last year we were hitting about 90. I was hitting around 90 feet. And I think Art may have been hitting close to or right around 100 feet in distance with his XRT. And we were 30, 40 feet in the air easy. It was just... This started a few years ago. And it's only gotten bigger. To the point where, like... we were jumping them near LAX airport. I'm afraid that we might cross into their airspace.
Oh, probably. Point. So Bob says watching 44 minutes ago. Sorry, Bob, I didn't see that message.
Oh, how's Bob doing?
Bob's good. Bob's really good because he went and picked up. Guy started building a Techno 410 buggy. He picked it up, finished it, and he loves it. He brought it out and been doing some indoor racing at SDRC, and he doesn't even bring his low-C 22 X4 anymore because he runs that.
Cool.
And the X4 keeps breaking and breaks every time.
What?
It's
The low-C breaks a lot? Weren't you saying something about your low-C breaking a lot?
It broke a lot. Dude, hadn't run it for a long time. I was like, let's bring it out. Front gearbox.
So Big Reg says so I have the GPS. The GNSS speed meter. And I have put it on to see what the altitude was. I bring a 100-foot tape measure out there. If you check back on a video around a year or so ago, you'll see some videos of us at the sand jumping them. Look back on my channels a year or so ago. But so the Bluetooth one might be a better idea because I've put this one on here and it flies off. I can't mount it securely enough, and I can't believe it's not been lost. But we're definitely hitting, 30-foot plus in air high, easy.
Well, the dune's like 15.
The dune's about 20 foot plus, when they first built it. It's tall. So it's at least 20 feet. And we were putting a ramp. Enrique was bringing a kicker ramp that we were putting on the top of it. So we were doing triple backflips. That was some fun shit. Big air.
Good.
So yeah, that'll be coming up again. But yeah, if you guys want to check that, just check out some of my old videos from about a year ago. And I made them every year for the last several years. But we only do it in the winter time here at the beaches in California. because they build these little dune things up, and then we send them off the jumps. Boy, it's been a great show. I've had a lot of fun. I appreciate everybody in chat. If you haven't already, try to hit the thumbs up on the way out. We'll see if we can get some traction going again and get the show going again. And yeah, whatever. Pirate, you anything to add?
Nah, decent show.
It's all right. Might have to go do a shot after we go off camera.
Oh, maybe.
All right, that's Big Reg. I'm gonna check, guys. Check him out. He says he does a Sunday show. Let's go and check him out. And JW, I will see. I'll let you know when I'm coming up. I don't know, JW. Actually, are you interested in going to Circa, which is downtown? You probably know. Circa is downtown. It has their big, huge stadium swim, the big pool downtown. And that's where the Red Bull watch party is going to be for the Formula One race. I'm probably going to go to qualifying of the Formula One race. But watch the race actually at the Circa pool. Going to rent a cabana or something there. They have it on they have a huge TV. It's like 80-foot TV. It's huge. Outside by a big pool, and it's pretty cool. So if you're interested in going and watching the Formula One, I don't know if you're interested in Formula One. I think I'll be doing that at Circa for the race day, and then I'll probably just go to qualifying and practice it the night before. Everybody that tuned in, all the new ones and the old ones, we appreciate it. Have fun with the RCs, and like Big Red said, some of them fast drags, that shit ain't for kids.
Yeah.
It's fast, it's expensive. It'll cut your ankle off if you hit yourself or hit somebody. So be good, guys. Thanks a lot. Make sure you subscribe. And we will be back, hopefully, in just a couple days. But just stay tuned for it. All right.
Have a good rest of the night, guys.
Yep. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the audio. I'll let the video run for a minute if anyone has anything to say in chat. Still got a little bit of time. We'll talk to you later. Okay, this is too good. This is too good. We probably got a first. Pirate is not worried about waterproof, that's for sure. Oh, and he's not. I was hoping that he might hit the wall. Oh, I thought you were going to hit the wall or something cool.
No wall.
Okay.
Not bad for 3S, huh?
No. No, those Hobby Wings Max 10s are some sweet electronics. All right, let's call it a night. See you guys. Great day. What a great day. That was fun. I was kind of hoping to see some destruction, but it didn't happen. All right, dudes, we're out of here. Have a great night. Thanks for tuning in, guys.